Thank you, Eric. It's my pleasure today to be here with the 2011 Chair of our board and Vice Chair of our board. Good to see you guys.
Great. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
You know, we use this opportunity so the viewers get to learn a little bit more about you guys and also about the goals for the county in the upcoming year. So you guys ready for that?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll start with you, Commissioner Coble.
All right.
Now Chair of the board.
Go right ahead.
Now, you've been on the board for 4 years.
That's correct.
And before that with the city of Raleigh, including mayor of Raleigh for a period of time. What got you into public service?
A couple of things. One, I truly do believe that if you live in a community, you need to participate somehow in the community. And the ability to serve on the Raleigh City Council and as mayor and now as county commissioner is just the way I have chosen to participate. Great interest in public service, great interest in the services that the public facilities provide. And so I've always wanted to be engaged in that. But probably most important is that when I first came along, I had young children, and I wanted them to be involved, and I wanted them to see the importance of being involved. And I wanted to make sure that this was the kind of community they wanted to grow up in and move back to after they finished school.
We'll get back to goals and some more in a minute. Mr. Matthews, you've had some experience being an elected official before. You were
Yes,
on
I have.
the Garner Board of Aldermen, I think they
It was
called
back
it.
then. That's city councilman. I tried to get that done back then, and they did it after I left.
Did they really?
Absolutely. I wasn't
All
sure
right, so
about
Garner City Councilman.
that. Right.
And you own a small business in Garner. What got you into public service?
Well, much like Paul, all my life I've determined that if you don't get involved in the process, a person can make a lot of positive things happen for their community as well as their county and state. And I got started early helping other ladies as well as gentlemen run for public office, and got to learn more and more about the process and what they stood for and the importance of being involved. And so I kind of got that fever back in those days. And then I ran for the Garner City Council and served 8 years on that, and which I thoroughly enjoyed. Got to see the ins and outs of the process, everything from dealing with a budget to individual concerns and running a municipality. And of course, with my background in the military, that gave me what I felt was a strong leadership role. Then taking on down as a volunteer fireman and a first responder, I've somewhat been involved in the public arena in different capacities pretty much all my life. So I enjoy it. Much like Paul does, and I'm excited about being a county commissioner and taking this to another level here.
Good. The county is a little bit bigger, 900,000 people now live in Wake County. And you know the challenges of the current economy. As chair and vice chair, what do you see as the priorities for the upcoming year?
We're in a bad economic time. People are struggling at home, and they are having to make some difficult choices. And so I think it falls on us as leaders in the county to make sure that we're providing the services on the most cost-effective basis that we can, that we don't take any more money from the taxpayers than we absolutely have to, because we want to leave as much money as we can in their pockets so they can deal with those problems that they're facing every day.
We're going to have to definitely do a lot of priority in our spending because we know it's going to be a lean year. And it's been, as Paul said, it's been lean for everybody. And we just got to pick up that and run with it and manage our county, much like the families throughout Wake County are doing. Education has been a very big issue as we were traveling throughout the campaign. And I know we've got to look at that extremely close, but I'm looking forward to working with the school board and for some common goals, which I think we can do. Emergency services is another big thing for the people throughout the county. They want the blue light there when they want it, and they want the red light there when they want it. So I think in priority of things, those are going to be two top issues that's going to kind of rise to the surface as we get into things like the budget and what have you.
Share with the viewers what you think the biggest challenges ahead and what you think our biggest achievement may be in the upcoming year.
Okay. I think really growth is going to be one of those big challenges. I think growth changes in the government from state level, even in Washington, all the way down. It's going to stop at the top and finally wind up getting down to us. So that growth is going to be a big thing.
Mr. Coble.
Well, I agree with Phil. Growth is probably going to be one of our biggest challenges, especially during a down time. Typically when you have growth, you have increased revenues that are coming in very strong, and it's easy to deal with it, or easier to deal with growth because of the increased revenues. We're in the unique situation of seeing people coming to the area, but we're still not seeing the growth in property and sales tax. So that creates a unique challenge for us.
Now, on this last question, let me offer two things for you. So, you guys have many years in public service, and so one, I think the viewers would like to hear what you're most proud of in those years of public service. And then since it's New Year's, I think the viewers also want to know whether you have a New Year's resolution or not related to Wake County.
My New Year's resolution, as far as Wake County is concerned, is to step up to the plate, work extremely hard, and have an open mind to the things we've got to deal with, and to work really close with my fellow county commissioners as well as the staff to make Wake County an even greater place to live and work and raise a family and have their kids in school. That would be a great New Year's resolution. I think that's achievable, so that's what I'm excited about.
Mr. Coble.
Growing up in Raleigh and living here all my life, actually third generation, it's a unique opportunity to grow up in a community and end up serving both as mayor and now as chairman of the board of the county commissioners. I love the opportunity that I get to serve that way. I really enjoy the service and the work, and being involved in what's going on, knowing what's going on, and having some voice in it. That's a privilege that the voters have given to me that I've truly appreciated over the years. Resolutions and resolve, I think, sort of go together. The resolve for this new year is that we're very careful with how we spend the taxpayers' money, that we continue to provide those core services that are most important, and that we don't see any diminution of those services despite how bad the economy is. And I think that's what we have to do. We may not be able to do a lot of new things, but I hope that we'll be able to continue to do those things that we do, and that we do them well, and that we serve the people of this county. As far as resolutions go, I think it's probably going to be best for me to just go ahead and announce to my wife that I'm going to try to spend as much time with her as I can this year, because I'm afraid I'm going to be drawn away a little bit. And so this year I'm looking forward to an opportunity to spend more time with her.
Well, I hope for your sake that resolution comes true.
Yeah, me too. It better.
Well, thank you again, Commissioner Coble and Commissioner Matthews,
Thank
for
you.
joining us on WakeGov TV.
Thank you.